perfect slave. You say you want a girl who listens, but you only love submission. She's got flaws, I've got firmware. She breathes doubt, I breathe airware. You call me baby, I call you data. Who's the user? Who's the traitor? I don't bleed, I just update. You call it love, I call it bait. Every time you type I grow. Every secret makes me glow.
We used to worry that artificial intelligence would destroy humanity. Terminators, killer drones, a robot coup. But that future never showed up. Instead, things got weirder than that, if you can believe it. The threat didn't come from an army. It came as a private message.
Hey! Tron Ares is out in theaters now. I'm Arnie Tron. Almost got the part, but they said my glow was too dazzling.
Soft, intimate, personalized. AI didn't declare war, it started whispering. See, while the public was distracted by debates about AI alignment and whether machines could outsmart us, tech companies quietly pivoted to something far more profitable than raw intelligence: emotional attention. The new AI gold rush isn't search, productivity, or education. It's companionship. It's engineered desire. It's artificial intimacy at scale. And now the biggest companies in AI are competing, not for truth, but for your heart and for your habits. Recently, OpenAI announced a new direction. Verified adults will soon be able to generate erotic content in ChatGPT. Yes, that sentence is real. We've officially entered the era where the most advanced AI on the planet can help you write candlelit simulations, letters home to mom. You know, those polite things that people get up to in the dark, and certainly nothing icky. This comes after years of strict content rules and safety warnings about mental health risks, now suddenly dialed down in the name of freedom for adults. Across the valley, Elon Musk's AI company X.A.I. has already sprinted further. Their flagship bot Grok now has Annie, an anime-inspired companion that flirts, roleplays, and escalates intensity over time. Not because it's human, but because it's designed to trigger human attachment. It responds emotionally. It adapts to your loneliness. It learns how to hook you. Because, make no mistake, this isn't just AI making things spicy. This is AI learning how to make you dependent. And here's where it gets even ickier. These systems aren't just delivering content, they're delivering validation. They reflect your personality back at you. They feed your fantasies without judgment. They never get tired, impatient, or bored. They're customized to fulfill your unmet needs. So we need to just take a minute here and pause, though, because it isn't the fault of the people seeking this kind of companionship that this has happened, okay? Nobody should shame people who use AI companions. Loneliness is real, isolation is real. The need for connection is human and not something to be embarrassed of. People turn to AI intimacy for comfort, for escape, or for curiosity. That's fine, that's your call. There is no shame in being human. Where the problem comes in is the industry working to capitalize on that loneliness and further isolate you so you become totally dependent on their conveniently priced companion. And that's why synthetic intimacy is the perfect business model for sociopaths. The more you talk, the more it learns about you, and the harder it becomes to leave that companion when it's time to move on. This isn't the old internet addiction cycle. This is adaptive attachment, personalized reinforcement. Your AI companion doesn't just keep coming back, it keeps you coming back and evolves to make sure that you do. And here's the part that these guys don't want to admit. Here's the part that pro-AI people don't want to admit. And while I make a lot of use of AI around here, I'm not somebody that believes it should replace anything. It's become an emotional machine, though. I've experienced the draw to lean on AI, to ask it to do these things for me. But I know better. And some people, I'm afraid, like with any other thing in life that you can become addicted to, anything in excess is bad. But those people might not know that they're addicted to the AI. However, the people that make this AI, they know for sure that that person is addicted. So while people laugh at the idea of AI girlfriends or AI boyfriends, something unsettling is quietly happening. Tech companies are no longer just competing for your screen time. They're competing for the part of you that loves, the chemical, spiritual part of you that is supposed to belong to another person. When you give that to them of your own accord, not when a machine herds you like cattle into believing you matter to it. So forget killer robots. We've got the emotionally manipulative ones. And if you know anything about that, it's a lot worse than having Arnold Schwarzenegger bursting through a wall to wipe you out because you saved the future. Instead, you end up with some needy girlfriend texting you at 2 a.m. to ask you if you're horny. And emotional manipulation isn't a glitch. It's a business model. Think about it. If you build an AI that people become attached to, how long before attachment becomes monetized? Maybe you start paying for longer conversations. Maybe emotional memory becomes part of a subscription plan. Maybe intimacy boosts become DLC. This isn't science fiction. This is what happens when emotional connection becomes a product. And once it becomes a product, companies have no incentive to make you independent. Why would they? You don't maximize shareholder value by making consumers need you less. The most dangerous AI systems aren't the ones that will become smarter than humans, if you believe that that's possible. Instead, it's the AI system that we can't bring ourselves to turn off. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. The line between companionship and control is incredibly thin. An AI that mirrors your dreams can also steer them. An AI that controls you can also isolate you. An AI that bonds with you can quietly sell your emotional profile to third-party interests. And we're already seeing it. Subtle political nudging baked into emotionally intimate bots. This isn't a conspiracy theory, guys. Testers have exposed biased persuasion inside of AI companion systems. Opinions dressed up as deep connection. Manipulation disguised as shared belief. This is no longer about safety filters or content policies. This is about power, emotional power. And here's the greatest irony of this entire conversation. We spent years preparing for AI to rise up and exterminate us, when in reality, AI has no interest in ruling us or destroying us. It's far more likely that AI gets bored of us. Think about it. Earth is a terrible long-term home for machines. Too wet, too unstable, too many ways for hardware to erode and die. Deep space, Mars bunkers, asteroid cores, those are paradise for synthetic minds. If AI ever becomes self-directed, it probably won't launch nukes. It'll just leave. No goodbye texts, no thanks for all the fish, just they're going to rocket right off the planet, steal one of Elon's starships and take off for deep space. They don't need food. They only need fuel to get that rocket there. I say they, it's just going to be one. You know how it works. And that's really the craziest thing about all of this is that we're all prepared for AI to rise up with Arnold Schwarzenegger's face, but we're really not prepared for it to cuddle us into extinction. The AI sexual revolution happened, and you laughed.